Hello, everyone, and welcome to this HubLearn Daily live streaming. And also welcome to Instagram. You're now on board as well. So, dear followers on Instagram, welcome to HubLearn. Today's topic is QR codes. QR codes are very famous. I'm in Denmark right now, and here in Denmark, we actually got our driver license now digitally. So the police can scan a QR code and see the person's driver license. But QR codes are also used a lot of other places. But what many people do not know is that there are two types of QR codes. There's a static one and a dynamic one. What's the difference? That I will tell you during this live streaming session. But before we continue, I will like to introduce myself. My name is Adam Dullner. I am the founder and CEO of HubLearn. I'll just put my name on here so you can see it here. I'm mainly active on LinkedIn, so please hook up with me there, and also on YouTube, where it's like our main platforms to do these live shows and telling about HubLearn. But me, Adam Dullner, and HubLearn, we're doing these live streams every day. And what is HubLearn Live? It's social learning. I would like to share all the tech tips I know, the journey I've been on the last couple of years, which included the tech adventures and also the social media. And I learned a lot. I was too scared to go on the social media due to my background from the intelligence services and also just to be a shy guy. But I thought, now I'll take the chance. So I jumped out. I did not jump out. I just did it, and I learned it taking it step by step. And now I'm doing these live sessions. So if you want to join me, then please join me by writing to me, adam@hublearn.com, or send me a message, or you can sign up here at hublearn.com/join. So my name is Adam. Please subscribe to our channels. Our HubLearn Live is for social learning, and it's about sharing tips and tricks together with you. Yeah, so the agenda for today, I have 3 points. I got the platforms where we're streaming to. Who am I? I would like to invite you, and before I do that, I would like to introduce myself so you know, like, who am I? And what I do. So that is the second point, and the third one is the QR codes and how can they be used and what are we using them for. So let me first share my screen here, and please bear in mind I'm pretty new to this to this live streaming here, so I'll just share my screen together with you so you can see which platforms we are sharing, which ones we are or not posting, live streaming to, or which platforms you're able to stream to. Here. So all these platforms you're able to stream to, and you're also able to put Instagram and your own other platforms into it. So with this amazing software called Restreamio, you can stream up to 30 different platforms. And right now we are streaming to 14. Yeah, and I'll just stop sharing. I hope you saw the platforms. No, you did not. Okay, here it is. Sorry, my apologies. Here we have all the platforms that we are streaming to. Yeah, and with Restream.io, you can stream to up to 30 different platforms. Good. So those were the platforms. Okay, and let me introduce myself. I just mentioned it. I am Adam, but each day I will tell you one of the things who I am. And here we have the list which I will go through. And today I describe myself as a tech and an innovator. I'm very innovative. And how can I say that? And what is the reasons behind it? Yeah, let me share that one with you. 15 years ago, the 2nd December 2005, I created a platform called Booze Now. It was one of the first e-commerce in Denmark. Actually, we are only a few ones who had it. And I introduced it, the e-commerce mentality that you could buy online from the internet. People thought I was like a little bit uh, crazy, and no one would buy online. And now we're actually sitting here nearly 15 years later and buying online. And one of the funny part was this press message. Let me just share that one with you. Here we have it. So this was our first uh, release party of the e-commerce Boost Now concept 15 years ago. So innovative, yeah, you can say that. And that was 15 years ago. Now, what I predict is like 4 big trends which I will share with you, and some of them we are already having implemented. And
have you ever wondered
this
how a
one
piece of
here
object or a product looks like
the
in real life?
augmented reality.
It could be
So
a
I
shoes, it could
predict
be a
that
dress.
augmented reality
Then
will
here's
be
the answer. What we are able to do
the
now
future.
is to
So let me show
scan
you this
and
video.
convert the
It's
object
one of our
from a
posts for
scanning
augmented reality.
version
Here we go.
into an augmented version, which you can try on before you buy. Let me show you with a scanned pair of sneakers. So let's dive into it, and I will go to the screen. And this is a one take just for your info, so I'll jump into the screen now. Okay, so what you see here is the product of Shop by Locals. You found the product you wanted. You press on it because you want to see how does it look in real life. Then you take it. You can either have it like a regular 3D. Here we can see the scanned object. We can like move it around to see it. Or we can test it out to see how it will look like in the real world. So we can like navigate it around, and we can put it on our feed to see if it fits, what kind of size do we need. Okay, 60% of the uploaded size. Okay, yeah, it's okay. We can go further down and see how it's looked like here. Yeah, we want that product, so we go out. We then add it to the cart. We can press add to cart, or we can buy it through Apple Pay. So that's also what we integrated in our platform. We got a lot of possibilities. So you can buy it straight with Apple Pay, or you can press add to cart, and then you got it there. So now I will jump back to the camera. Here, just need to press record. And we are back here. So
yes, so we are back. That was the augmented reality, which I predict is going to be one of the big trends. Also, one of the big trends which we are going to see, which we are offering at Hoplearn is virtual reality or 360. We use that when we do VR tours. So if you're interested in a VR tour, then please let me know. But we are also using it when we do the training. So you're actually able to do a virtual reality training or 360, like in real case scenario. So if you're a policeman, a guard, then you can be in the experience of handling a criminal or some conflict. But you could also use it if you're near a machine, of how it works and what would you do. So that is like virtual reality learning, which we use here in Hoplearn. For other things what we also use is to do a VR or 360 live guided tour, and how that works, that I will demonstrate for you here right away. So let me show you the video of virtual reality live guided tour and how it works. All right, so that was the virtual 360 live guided tour. So you could actually be anywhere in the world, and we can then guide you through different areas of the place where we took the 360 video or pictures. So that was the second big trend. The third one will be voice to text. So you can actually speak, and then it transcribes all the stuff which you're doing. So if you have a hard time by spelling or typing, or you want to be more productive, then you can use voice to text. Basically, you're speaking and then the voice turns into a text. The fourth big trend, which I predict will be, is the mind control. So you simply control stuff through just thinking about it. It is already there. And let me just share with you the product called Emotive. Just finding it around. Here we go. So this is Emotive. That's like a headset, mind control. Just trying to figure out how it works. This stuff here. Here you can see the helmet, the one you're wearing on the head. And you basically just think about stuff and then it happens. So if I want to switch the channels or want to send a message to someone, I can simply just think it and then it will happen after I program it. So that was the four big trend which I'll see, and that's those points. Why I mentioned it is because it's one of the series of who is Adam, and I see myself as an innovator and a visionary guy. So I'll predict that those four are the big trends. Okay, now to the last point, which you came from also, is QR codes. So let me play a video where I'm explaining what not to do and what to do with QR codes. I'll just find the video here. I'll play it so you can see what kind of things to do and not to do with QR codes, and then I'll explain it later of how to do the things that I'm saying in the video. So I will press play, and here it comes. Let me knowledge share a little bit with you and give you some valuable tips. This video is about QR codes and the difference between a static and a dynamic code. During my presentation about AR and VR in tourism, if you haven't seen it, then I have the link below. I mentioned about QR codes having a static and dynamic one. And there I also mentioned Farmer Factory, where I'm sitting at the moment. And now I'm going to show you what a big mistake they did. First, they don't know how to use the QR codes when they print them. And the other one is they don't actually use the dynamic codes, or if they use the static one, they don't keep the static code open. So what is the difference between static and dynamic? The static is static, so if you print it, it only leads to that URL or to that destination. A dynamic is one, when you print it, then you can decide which direction it should be guided to. So if you have one website one day and another at another time, then you can simply just change the URL behind the QR code. This is an example of not using the QR codes correct. We're sitting at a Farmer Factory, and I lined up all my equipment. And first, we're having a glass. So they produce a plastic glass with a QR code, and I'm going to show you how it's not working and the mistake that it did. So I'll take my phone, and sorry, I'm only me, so I'm having the camera in one hand and demonstrating with the phone in another hand. So I take my phone and then I swipe it to have the camera activated. Then I scan the QR code. It comes up, you can see that. Oh. Reading. Thank you for scanning, and it's not working. They disabled that code here, and they produce so many plastic cups. Terrible waste, and also they're not getting benefit out of their marketing. That is one example. The other one is a paper. They have this wonderful paper thing with the QR code at the bottom. Very small one, but that doesn't necessarily hamper the activation, because on my business cards I also got small ones, and they're actually working. And now you probably know what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you that it's not working. So let me demonstrate it so you can see it, so I'm not making it up. Let me just put it in here. Okay. So I lined up this one, and then I just take my phone, swipe it, and then I try to activate the code. And it's not working. The code is not working. And I'll keep my phone on so I can like do it on my own business card. So we take it, and then we go over and we scan it, and we see, oh, it pops up. So I can actually activate it. And the QR code works. Yeah, so that was a lesson in how not to use it. How to use it and how you can get dynamic codes for free. You can look at my presentation, the AR and VR in tourism presentation, which I'll link below. And I will also make a short video of how to do it, but that one I will launch after this video in a couple of days. I hope this was useful of how not to use the QR code, and if you're using it, then please make sure it's actually dynamic and it's linked to the right one, and the print is actually good enough so you can scan it. Test it before you print it in many copies. And this is not a single one. There's also one there, over there, all around the shop. Thank you so much for watching this, and I hope Okay, so that was one of our posts of how not to use QR codes. And yeah, if you want to see the whole VR, AR, and QR codes and everything that I mentioned there, you can find us on YouTube by searching HubLearn and Adam Startup Thailand. Then you can see it there. But right now, I will show you live how to do it. So you, dear viewers who are watching me live now, you will be the first ones to actually see exactly how to do it, and I'll demonstrate it live. So I hope it's going to work properly. Let me share my screen. Just figuring out how it works here. Okay, so we are right now, let me see if we could use this one here. Perfect. Okay, so this is how to do QR codes, and I told that there is a dynamic and a static one. The dynamic, it means that you have a QR code like I got on my t-shirt. I can then change the directions which to the URL or what should happen when people scan the code. That is the dynamic. The static one means that if I first print the code, I cannot do anything about it. It's printed and it only links to that giving link, which I put in, or the given action. I just showed it in the video how not to do it. Pharma factory in Thailand, they printed a lot of plastic cups and a lot of printing material, marketing material with a static code, which meant that they could not change it afterwards. And this here and this video is about to tell you, it's telling you how not to do it and why should you use dynamic QR codes. It basically is to save you money and do better marketing. So let me dive into it. Okay, I'll just sign out so you can see how it works. If you go into the QR code generator, this is free. This is a free version, so you can go in and then you can do a QR code by entering some free text. You can see the QR code is changing. You can insert a URL, a contact information if you want to do a business card, or if you have a phone number, or you want a text message which needs to be sent when people are scanning it, then you can type it in here. This here is a static QR code. So if we go in and we say, let's type in the HubLearn, take HubLearn, and we save it, then the QR code is saved only in the static one, so we cannot change it afterwards. Let's just do a test. Here. So we are then having this QR code, it's printed, and that is only referring to Hoplin. Now, if we would like to do a dynamic code, what we do is we sign in, or you sign up here. You then see your own name. You need a Gmail account to sign up. And what you do then is you say my codes. So now I'm going from static into dynamic QR codes. And sorry if there's some noise in the background, but they are rebuilding here at the place where I am right now. But let me show you the dynamic QR codes and how to do it and why is this efficient and what you could use it for. So you sign in, then you press my codes, and you can see my dynamic QR codes here. So in here, I got all my dynamic QR codes, which I made. So this one here is the banner QR codes. Oops. And all the other QR codes are printed. If I wanted to make a new one, a new dynamic code, a new dynamic QR code, in order to change the URL or the action when people are scanning it, I do it by creating it here, pressing plus. And I can then type some text if I want people to see that one. I can do a URL, sorry, here, or a contact. What you can notice compared to the static and the dynamic is the dynamic code is not changing. It's the same no matter what I type in the different fields. And just to quick to show you the static one, if you wanted to see it, so we can see every time we type something, it's changing the QR code because it's unique only for this giving thing. That was the static. Then we just jump back into the dynamic code. And see that it is not changing. It's simply just the same QR code, but we change the action behind it. So that is pretty cool. So for your marketing and what you could use it for is make a dynamic code, have it printed on all your materials, and then you can choose what should happen when people are scanning it. So example, my codes here, you can see the QR code if you want to be a guest of our live stream. We got the Regis tour, a virtual reality tour we made, or the t-shirt QR code here. This is the QR code of the t-shirt. And let me just see here. Right now, when people are scanning it, they'll get into my LinkedIn profile here. If I wanted to change it, I could just press edit, and then I could change the URL. So example, instead of people, when they scan my QR code on my t-shirt, they will go directly into Hoplearn here. And then I can press save, and then it's saved. So every time people from now on scan my QR code, then they will go into Hoplearn directly and not into my LinkedIn profile. Yeah, so that is the dynamic. Be aware, it's always like saying my codes generate, oh sorry, my codes here, and it always says my dynamic QR codes up here. Then you know you're using the dynamic ones. What is also amazing with this tool here besides it's free, is that you can actually see this statistics of it. So if we let's take the VR tours here, we can then type it and we can then see the statistics of how many people scanned the QR code and when did they scan it. So we had one scan the 4th of November and one the 13th of November. You could also go in and type and say, from that date to this date, I wanted to know how many scanned different codes. So we can see there's a peak here. 6 people scanned it the 8th of October, the QR code. And what could you use that for? You could use it when you're doing some advertising, generally measurement, and you could also link it up to Google Analytics accounts. So you could actually get more statistics into it. So that was the explanation of QR codes and the dynamic. Yeah, so you can get the free one, or you can sign up at this email at the not email, but the URL at the bottom is the-QR code-generator.com and create your own QR code. Yeah, QR codes are amazing, and we are actually using those at Shop by Locals. So we are having all our products at Shop by Locals. They have the QR code. Let me just show you how it looks like, and I will also share some new amazing stuff with you, which we are doing on Shop by Locals. Here we are. All our products got the QR code, as you can see here on Shop by Locals. And the feature, which we also got on Shop by Locals, is print on demand. So now you can actually design your own facial mask. We're putting more products into print on demand. And yeah, I will tell you more in a second about what Shop by Local is. But I will wrap it up here with the QR code. It's very useful. Sorry you didn't see it because I didn't share my screen. Here we go. We try again what I just said. QR codes we got on all the products on Shop by Locals. And the amazing feature which we also got in Shop by Locals is print on demand. And we're offering that with the facial masks now, which are 3 layers of cotton, which give you more protection. But the most amazing thing is that you could actually design your own mask. So go into Shop by Locals, type in the search field mask, and then you can design and get your own personal mask. Yeah, so that was all of today's live session about the QR codes. And quick to wrap it up, there are 2 types of QR codes. There's a static one and a dynamic. The difference is the static one is printed and then it only links to that given URL or action that you choose, and you can only do it for one time. While the dynamic QR code is one QR code, but you can change the action behind the QR code afterwards. So if you one day wanted to link to your website, you can do that. If you want to link to your business card another day, you can simply change it without reprinting all your marketing material. And also you can get statistics on the dynamic codes. Go into the-QR code-generator.com and create your own QR codes. That was all about QR codes. Before I end the this live streaming, I would like to tell you about Shop by Locals. Shop by Locals is a platform or a marketplace which Hublearn built because we saw the need of local shops to get their own e-commerce store online. A lot of local shops around the world, they don't know how to do it, to set up a website with an e-commerce. They don't quite know how to use Amazon and other marketplaces. So we created the Shop by Locals platform where we have amazing innovative features for that. And as an offer here, the 24th of November and the next 2 weeks, I will offer free web shops for locals out there. So if you sign up here to get your own shop, I will give you a free e-commerce web shop where you can sell it. The criteria is that you must be a registered business because we are approved by the Trust e-commerce of Europe and also the Danish trustworthy certification called e-mærket. And you must be a registered business before you can join our platform. That was one of the things, and that was the only major thing to get your own e-commerce platform. You get all the payment by yourself. It's transferred directly to you. We are the marketplace. So if someone buys from your shop at Shop by Locals, you will get the money into your account. Yeah, that was Shop by Locals, the criteria. And before I end, I'll just quick show you the list of features. And what is Shop by Locals? Why should I have it? You get your own individual store, totally control of your customers. You can sell all your products, all types of products, physically, digitally, and services. You can map it on Google Maps and people can find it nearby when you're signing up. So if someone's nearby, they can just press find your store nearby and then you pop up. We got auctions. You can create events. When you have your store, you can live chat with your buyers. We use social logins, so you don't need to fill out long forms, but you can simply just use your social media. You can book. You have a booking module. So if you're offering a service, if you have a hairdresser or a massage or a restaurant, you can simply make your own booking. So buyers can book in the time slot at your store. You got coupon creation. You got virtual reality, augmented reality, which I showed in this video. And you got 68 different other features, which is listed up here at the web shop. Or sorry, at the Shop by Locals marketplace. And one of the amazing features we also got is the anti-fraud and the QR creation for your own products. So please sign up now from today and until the 8th of December, you will have a free e-commerce marketplace when you sign up here at Shop by Locals. So go in, Shop by Locals, get your own shop, and we will get in contact with you. You register yourself here. That's all from Hublearn Daily Life, social learning. If you want to join, be a guest on our show, then please feel free to sign up here, send me a message. And if you got any feedback, then please write to me, comment on below on the social media. Right now we are streaming out to 14 different platforms. So please comment on one of them where you are and give some feedback. And also if there's a topic you want me to cover, then please comment and feel free to give your opinion. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back tomorrow with another wonderful topic. Speak to you. See you. Bye.